I might be trading in for the GT500, just putting that out there. I think it's absolutely awesome. Very exciting news today. Ford finally, and I mean finally, released the numbers for the GT500, which is coming out this year. 760 horsepower. But there's a lot of things that weren't mentioned or talked about, like weight, performance numbers, quarter mile times, top speed, transmission, and various aspects of the vehicle that we still really aren't certain of. So it's time to dive right in and let's talk about the GT500. Now, one of the things that haven't really been discussed on this GT500 is weight. A lot of people are saying, hey, it's gonna be around 37, maybe 3,800 pounds. I think it's gonna be highly unlikely considering the 2018 and 19 Mustang GT with the automatic transmission weighs almost 3,900 pounds. It's like 3,850. So how they're gonna slap a 100-pound supercharger, extra coolers, and a bunch of other stuff on the vehicle and lose weight, it's not gonna happen. Now, we really don't know what the weight of the wheels are gonna be. However, we do know that the GT350 wheels were 35 pounds or 33 pounds, and the GT350R wheels were 13 pounds. So if we're going off just those specs alone, you can see why the GT500 is going to have a track package to keep the weight down. So if you think about it like that, we're looking at 3,850-ish pounds for the Mustang GT, so I'd expect to see the GT500 around 4,000 to 4,100. Now with the track package, the rear seat delete, and all the carbon fiber, you can expect that GT500 to weigh right around 3,900 pounds. Do not expect the standard GT500 to come in at 3,900. It's just not going to happen. So that should give you some insight of how much the GT500 will weigh, considering the Mustang GT weighs 3,850. The DCT transmission is a 7-speed. It's really going to depend on how it's geared, but the top speed is governed at 180 miles an hour. It's not going to be a faster car than the Redeye. It's already been proven that the Redeye can do over 210 miles an hour, so it's definitely not going to be faster. Quicker is yet to be established, as we do not have a quarter mile time, and we do not have an official 0 to 60 time, and we really don't have any of those numbers on hand right now to even discuss. One thing I did mention before is that they initially wanted the GT500 to have 730 horsepower, but then the Redeye was announced last summer, so they had to go back to the drawing board, which is why they delayed the horsepower numbers so much further into 2019. They've been trying to squeeze as much power reliably as they could out of the GT500. Now, I did hear from multiple sources, including someone that worked for Ford at the New York Auto Show, that said even he heard 772 horsepower was the number they truly wanted. Apparently, they couldn't quite achieve that. I'm not sure exactly why. Maybe it was a reliability issue, not sure, but they settled at 760 horsepower. When you think about it, it's 100 more than the 2012 and 2013 GT500 with a mere 662 horsepower. What world do we live in when 662 horsepower seems like so little? Okay, so here's a little bit of information for you. For every 100 pounds, you need about 10 horsepower at the crank roughly to make up for it. So 400 pounds, you need about 40 horsepower crank, and there is 37 crank horsepower difference between the Redeye and the GT500. However, wheel horsepower is going to matter more because some vehicles lose more power than others. For example, 40 horsepower crank is about 35 wheel. We know that most of the stock Redeyes out there, including mine, put down between 710 and 720 to the wheels. That means we would need at least 675 wheel horsepower from the GT500 to make up for the weight difference. If the GT500 ends up putting down 660 wheel horsepower, that means it's 50 to 60 wheel horsepower short, which is like 80 crank horsepower, and it's not going to be enough to make up for the 400-pound difference. So just think about it like that. Wheel horsepower really matters. Right now, the weight horsepower is about neck and neck. You guys can't forget about something else that's very important too, and that's low-end torque. The fact is the GT500 produces 625 pound-feet of torque, whereas the Redeye is 707, and that's bone stock numbers. When you're launching off the line in the quarter mile, almost 100 foot-pound of torque makes a huge difference. As long as you're getting traction and putting it to the ground, that's huge. Now, I'm not saying any of these things to be negative. I think the GT500 looks amazing. In fact, I'm thinking about trading in my Redeye for one of them. Why? Because I'm a car guy. It's going to be fast. It's going to be in the high 10s, and I'm pretty sure the 0 to 60 is going to be in the mid 3s as well, maybe even a little bit better. Now, it comes with the 305s in the front, 315s in the rear, and 16.5-inch front Brembos. Yikes, that's half an inch bigger than the Redeye or the Hellcats. That's insane. The brakes on the GT500 are far superior to most vehicles out there, and the GT500 makes more power than the ZR1. Expect to see the Mustang do a little bit better in a straight line with that 7-speed DCT. If it's anywhere near as good as the Ford 10-speed transmission, then I would expect to see great numbers from the GT500. I'm going to predict a 10.7 run in the quarter mile and 0 to 60 in about 3.3 or 3.4, which is absolutely brilliant for a Ford Mustang. It's the fastest production Mustang ever. I think it looks great. The fact that it's got a DCT is fantastic. I don't care about that little shifter dial knob, even though I think it's kind of sucky. I don't really care that much about it. I'm more concerned with the fact that it's going to handle great. It has great tires, great brakes, a lot of power, and looks absolutely stunning. So I might be trading in for the GT500, just putting that out there. I think it's absolutely awesome. The only way I can afford to have both is I'd have to have at least 75,000 subscribers by October. So if you want to see the GT500 on the channel, but you don't want me to let go of the Redeye, I'm gonna have to have you guys share my channel more. Share the channel, share the videos, watch, comment, like on all the videos. That is the goal. This way I can get the GT500 and put it right beside the Redeye in the garage. This is a double car garage. We'd have to make the door a little bit wider, but we'll see what happens. If you're stopping in for the first time, go ahead and subscribe, thumbs up, comment below, share this video, share the channel. What do you guys think of the GT500? If you want to see it on the channel, don't want the Redeye gone, you guys know you gotta share the channel, share the videos, watch, like, comment on all my videos. For all my returning subscribers, thanks so much for stopping. And once again, be sure to check me out over on Twitch, twitch.tv, and search Drive with Demons After Hours Gaming and Fun. Check out the store, drivewithdemons.com. Get your key tags, hoodies, t-shirts, and more over there, drivewithdemons.com. And be sure to check out my brother's channel. This Can't Be Happening, all lowercase, one word, right there on the bottom of the screen. Once again, be sure to share the video. Take care, and we'll see you on the next upload.